Joining us right now, AJ Hawk, and obviously a beautiful Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, but we're joined by another man who always provides us with incredible conversation. He's been on a few times, and we're incredibly happy for him. Just had a touchdown this past weekend and a massive win over division rival Kansas City Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, running back for the Los Angeles Chargers, and also Twitch Fit God, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Ekeler.
Yeah!
What's up, dude?
What's good, Pat? Thanks for having me back on, bro.
No, it's great to have you. Thank you for joining us. Are you in your Twitch stream room right now? Is that what's going on? I see a logo.
This is the office right now.
Oh!
Yup. Yeah, no, my Twitch stream's been down for a little bit because I've been working on a different project, but that's to come soon. Next time I'm on the show, we'll talk about it.
Oh, congratulations. Always moving and shaking. Always. Hey, way to go. Congratulations for whatever it is. I'm excited to see what it is. But also, it feels like your guys' team is very good right now. I mean, last year there was like 6-7 games I thought you guys could have won, and for whatever reason didn't go your way, whether it would be situations or whatever the case would happen. This year, it feels like you have a mature squad. I mean, going into Kansas City and getting that win is huge. What is the vibe like over there? Is it Brandon Staley? Is it another year in the building? What do you think it is, and why?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of a lot of stuff going on. All I know is that I like where we're at. Right, I like where we're at because here's the deal: like it's hard to win in the NFL,
yes.
Especially you go against a couple good teams early on. At the Cowboys, which I feel like we beat ourselves that game. They beat us, whatever it is, whatever you want to say. And then the Chiefs too coming in and finally getting on the road against them feels good, right? But you don't want to get this misconception like, oh, we're a good team, right? Like here's the thing: in the NFL, you can get beat any given Sunday. There's teams, they go on a run early on and they pit it out at the end, and they're like, what the heck happened to these guys? And so it's been our message, like, hey, don't get comfortable. Like, do not get comfortable. We know we're going to see the Chiefs again coming up. The Raiders are obviously balling out. Broncos are 3-0. So, we got some challenges going on. We're looking forward to it, though, because we feel like we got a good squad that we can go out there and compete with.
Well, you guys are in a good spot. The expectations are high, so yeah, you have to keep it going. But going back to your head coach Staley, from everything I hear, like he seems like he is a football dude. Like he is all about football all the time. Like how has he been from when he came in to now? Has he loosened up? Like what was it like? Also, like when he brings in this new scheme and all this culture, it seems like it's worked pretty early, like right away.
Yeah, man, this guy's a gangster, man. Like, this guy knows his shit, man. This man, he has a plan. We practice the plan all week, and then we literally go out and execute the plan, and we're like, this is working. Like, this is legit stuff we got going on here, right? It's such an emphasis in the week that it's like, all right, we know, everyone on the whole organization knows what we're trying to do. And then we go into the game and we do it. And I'm like, I've never been a part of an organization like this, or where we have a game plan that's this obvious to us, and then we go out there and apply it. So, yeah, this man, I feel like there's two parts of coaching, right? There's a first part is like, okay, do you have the respect from your players? You know what you're doing. And then there's the second part is like, okay, can you go out there and actually win games? And right now he's been showing that, hey, he's got good plans, and we've been putting them together. So looking forward to continue to freaking go out here and grind through these weeks with this guy as our leader.
Hey, how is that clear plan? Like, how is that different from maybe things in the past or that other teams do? Like, what makes it so like simple and clear for you guys?
I think the biggest thing that I love that Coach Staley does is every Wednesday we have it's like a 20-minute meeting, and we talk about every aspect of the game, special teams, offense, and defense. And in the past we used to talk about like certain players, but this year we talk about this is what we're going to do on defense. So everyone in the organization knows, like our Tom's there, coaching staff, training staff, like everyone in the organization knows what we're trying to do on defense. Then we go to the offense, then we go to special teams. Right, we go through every single aspect, and it's like, this is what our emphasis is, and this is why. And he'll show us past plays, film, how he's had success in the past, what's worked, and we just break it down. We break it down, and then during the entire week, everyone knows what we're trying to do. I think that's just been the little edge, and so like it's little things in the NFL, and I think that's a little thing that I really love that Coach Staley does that helps the entire organization go forward.
Well, that kind of transparency from your head coach, not only does it help everybody buy in with what you're doing, obviously, because everybody's like, oh, that makes sense, let's go ahead and do that. You're having success, which is good news, but also it immediately creates accountability, right? It immediately creates accountability. Like, hey, this is what you're being tasked with. This is what we're trying to do here. Everybody on the team knows what you're trying to do this week. week. Chuck Pagano was big on this. Let's go through the entire defense offense. And there was a couple times he got to special teams where he's like, hey, the returner's really good. And he literally just pointed, we're going to try to, Pat, you're just going to hit fair catches this guy every time. The whole team knew. Team knew exactly like, hey, if this guy gets any return yards, this is not supposed to happen. And then on the flip side, I knew what the offense was supposed to do. I knew what the defense was supposed to do. That kind of can bring you together a lot more. Was it? Chuck was the first person that brought that into my life. Is that vastly? You said Anthony Lynn would hit on a couple players, but has this been something that like Herbert, who's an introvert and everything, has this been Keenan Allen, Mike? I mean, everybody's balling right now. Has everybody just bought into this completely immediately?
Well, I think the best part about it is we have a plan, and then we have players that can execute the plan, right? Like, so the fact that we've executed the plan and it's worked has continued to, give us confidence that, yes, our coaches know what the hell they're talking about, and it's working, right? It's working. Like the time we did lose, like we had a freaking, illegal procedure that took a touchdown off, and a legal man downfield that took another touchdown off. Literally 14 point. Like we beat ourselves, in my opinion, in that game against the Cowboys. And so if it weren't for those two penalties, like I'm like, we're literally a way better team if we get lined up right. Yeah. And so the fact that we're still performing at a high level, and just seeing the plan come together and have guys that can execute the plan, and it's working, it puts us in a spot where the chemistry is like, yes, like we can, like you said, the accountability is there. I'm like, okay, we're not going to let Pat Mahomes get outside the pocket, and I'm watching our defense keep this man inside the pocket. And that's how we beat him. That's how we held him to 260 yards, right? Keep this man in the pocket. And, that's what they did with the Rams, and they had success with them. And they're like, okay, we're going to do that this year. And guess what? We held them to the plan, and it worked out.
Yeah, that's whenever those started happening, those meetings started happening, I started enjoying watching the game a lot more, because when I didn't know what the fuck was going on, I'm like, all right, why do we keep doing that? Why are we not running hurry up? It works every time, like I'm on the sideline and me and Vinny are like, what the fuck are we doing? And then once it starts getting introduced, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense why we're doing this. And I think it's better for the entire team. I assume a lot more are going to do that, and we can't thank you enough for joining us, Austin Ekeler. Saw you flying through the air a little bit, score a little tud, fly through the skies over there in Kansas City at the home of the Chiefs. Hey, Herbert looks like a guy, man. Hey, Herbert looks like a guy right now. Has he changed, evolved since last year? Same guy?
He is a guy.
Yeah, he is
a guy. That's why he looks like a guy, because we saw it last year. But the only thing he didn't have last year is a year of experience under his belt, So now he's got some experience. He's opening up a little bit more, just personality, just he's getting a little bit more comfortable with the guys. He's been around us a little longer, so, he's not scared of us anymore. It's just how rookies are. They come in, they're scared, a lot of them anyways. But yeah, man, he's coming to the point where we're wanting him to be, as far as like a leader, as far as taking control of the offense, everything you'd want in your quarterback. I see him developing that. He's still working on it, but the time's going to do him justice. And obviously he's continued to play like he has been in the past. And the fact that Joe Lombardi has got a scheme down that he feels like is going to be easy for Justin to make good decisions, it makes it way better too for him.
When did you know that Justin Herbert was the guy and he was going to be a guy? Because that was one of the things coming out of college, like, oh, he seems to be like quiet or introvert. People think they took that as a knock on him. And I love how he tries to get away from the cameras. He plays little games with the media and stuff. It's fun to watch what he's doing. It shows you there's all different kinds of leadership. But did you know right away that he was the dude?
I would say no. Like, he had a great rookie year, but this is the NFL. You got to do this every single year, right? And so it takes time. Like, someone asked me the other day, is he a franchise quarterback? I'm like, well, give me like 3 years and let me see first. Yeah. Right? Like he played 18 games, man. Like, I don't know. Like, right now he's playing like he's got talent. Absolutely. He's doing it consistently, and that's what you need to see for a few seasons before you say, like, yeah, this guy's a dude. But right now, he's playing at a high level. He's keeping it up. We have a lot of, explosive talent around him, too. A lot of veteran talent, too. And obviously put a lot of money into the O-line, which definitely helps. So right now we're, people don't even see this, but right now we're in a premium spot, in an offense where we have a young quarterback who's playing lights out on his rookie contract, which means we don't have to give him half the salary cap to keep him around. So it means we can spread out some money all around him, so we could build this offense around this guy. And it's helped him so much, and that's going to help him too, as far as just developing, because he's understanding. He's hearing from our center Corey Lindsley, who's been playing for 9 years, how he calls protections, how he's pointing things out. We have all these guys around him that are getting open. Keenan, Jared Cook, Mike Williams balling out, and so it's just like, man, he has all these weapons around him that are keeping him safe and giving him places to throw the ball, and so that's just going to make him even quicker and better, and it's just going to make our offense just almost unstoppable.
Yeah, the theory about the rookie contract, being able to build the team around it, is tried and true now over the last 10 years. But once you get a guy, you have to pay him. And it seems like all signs are pointing at Herbert being a guy with everything he's playing. And I appreciate the fact that you said, let's judge him in 3 years from now. We still have no idea. He's playing incredible football right now. He's a massive, massive human being with incredible talent. You're saying he's becoming a leader, but who knows what the fuck is going to happen over the next year? We have no idea, I think, at this point in life. So I appreciate and respect that. Austin Ekeler joining us, the Los Angeles Chargers. Go ahead, Todd.
Austin, how crazy is it playing in SoFi Stadium? Do you ever get kind of distracted by some of the stuff's going on? I mean, a couple years ago, you guys were playing at the StubHub Center. It was MLS stadium, and now you're playing in an $8 billion stadium. How crazy is that place?
It doesn't really hit me until how crazy it is until I really go to other stadiums. I'm like, wow, SoFi is way better than this stadium. It's just it's not that the other stadiums are bad. It's just this one is brand new. It has all the bells and whistles, suites everywhere, the giant jumbotron ribbon that's a circle, the overhang, just the outside venue. You come in, it's already 100 feet down the field, so opens up in front of you. So it's really special, man. It's so special. And versus the Cowboys, our first home game, it was sold out. So just feeling the energy of that place and how loud it can get. Compared to what we've been playing, like you said, StubHub, Dignity Health, whatever they call it nowadays. Yeah, man, it's night and day difference. So I'm the Chiefs Stadium used to be my favorite to play, and just because of the energy. But I'm like, you know what, SoFi's got some energy now. Obviously us winning games is gonna help fill that out. So we're going to continue to keep doing our part and try to make games exciting.
It's a space station, it looks like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
it
looks
is. It literally is.
It looks like 2050 in there. It feels like every camera is an 8K camera that I've seen. They even had it in the booth. And that's because old Kroenke, the owner of the Rams, paid $10 billion for that.
Ponied up.
Yeah, he better save some of those though. Hey, St. Louis coming for a couple as well. I've heard that place though is amazing over there, and it feels like the young team is the right thing to build a brand with. We're still in the stages of the Chargers and Rams building their brands in Los Angeles. Now, Rams were once there before, so I get it. But 10 years from now, 15 years from now, a lot of fans are going to be of the team that they're a fan of in the LA from the success that the teams have. Rams are going, and the Chargers, your team. I mean, it's a very both of you guys are in incredibly difficult divisions, but it's been fun to watch your team, dude.
Here's the thing: this year more than any other year is a premium year for branding in LA, and that's because the Super Bowl is in LA. So yeah, I get it. Look, I get it. It's gonna definitely take years to build and establish ourselves as far as the brand of the Chargers. And how that goes, I'll be long gone, and that still being established.
Oh, dude! But if an LA team plays in the LA Super Bowl,
team plays in the Super Bowl in LA, bro, immediate stamp.
Then they're the Lakers, though. Then they're the Lakers. And the other team's going to be the Clippers from then on.
Hey, it's on, man. It's on. It's straight up. There's no hiding from that. There's two teams. We play in the same stadium, same fans in the area, right? We're fighting for it for sure.
And you guys got a squad. You got a quarterback that can do it. And if your defense feels like they're flying around as well. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Austin, we were just talking about how big of a pain in the ass it is for running backs to be pass blocking. Have you had to change your strategy towards that now that you can't just cut everybody that comes through? Or is that revamped O-line kind of help with that?
You can still cut. And Matt, I definitely still cutting as long as you're in the tight end box.
So inside you can. Yeah, inside the tight end box you can.
Yeah, but hey, I've never been afraid of contact. But if you're trying to run me over, you're definitely getting your knees chopped. So slow down. It's a gentleman's game, right? Hey, I'm gonna cut you one time, and then okay, you better not try to bull rush me again. We'll stay up and we'll be healthy. But if you're trying to run me over because you think I'm a little guy, think again.
Well, I mean, the little guy does have the advantage of being able to get to the knees quicker than everybody else. So that is good news. Do you still have a 10-pack? Still got a 10-pack mid-season? You get a little bit. You put on a little fat.
No, I'm losing weight, man. So it might be a 12 right now.
Whoa, jeez, this guy. Unbelievable. What did you do this offseason? You jumped over something fucking stupid. It was something. You did a dive.
Who knows?
Yeah. What are you?
I did a bunch of challenges.
Are you trying to become like the most athletic human of all time? Is that like
Not even. I'm just trying to push my body, see how much I can really do. I did like 4 one-arm pull-ups. No one did that challenge. And then I had the 405 squat challenge where I squatted 405 13 times. No one's challenging me. I want to see.
Look at this fucking guy! Look at this guy! Hey, so you were putting those challenges out just because you wanted to know? Like, is there? I would like to know. Is there anybody out there?
Yes, it's like, let's see. Specifically NFL guys, but then just in general. Now I'm curious. Like, is that people out here doing this stuff, or is it just me? Like, what's going on?
I hope you get an answer. I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to see who answers. Look at this guy.
Good Lord.
What do you don't eat anything? You just have you had a sandwich? Is that all a myth? Is that a lie? Are you completely calculated? Do you get like your levels measured monthly to make sure everything's intact? Like, what do you do?
I've been doing the same routine for a long time, so I've got it pretty much down as far as how I can keep myself lean and also gain mass. And I've been doing that for as long as I can remember, like 8-10 years. So just doing it for that long now. I'm not counting calories. Just like I eat the same foods over and over again.
What are they?
My main go-to is just rice, turkey, salsa, and a little dab of sour cream.
So I can't do it. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I appreciate you doing that and for you joining us. You're the best, man. Good luck on whatever project you have coming out, and good luck on the rest of the season with the incredible Chargers.
Hey, I appreciate you, Pat. Thanks, boys, for having me on.
Hey, tell everybody we said hello. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Ekeler. AJ, is that what you do? Is that why you look the way you look and your jawline is the way it is? Is that what you do? Same thing?
I do eat the same foods a lot over and over just because I like the same thing. So, yeah.
What is it? What do you do?
I don't look like him. That dude's a freak. And he's, crazy powerful, too.
Yeah, 405 for 13, and then he has an explosion as well. You know what I mean? So I do like the fact that he's like, is there anybody out there?
Aren't there any CrossFitters I feel like that would want to challenge that?
Well, that's why I'm happy we just kind of put it out there, because I am legitimately excited to see. There's a dude that I've been seeing on the internet. He's been popping up on my Explore page every once in a while. He might be 360, and he's doing those CrossFit
All the way up.
pull-ups.
The muscle ups?
Yeah, whatever the hell that's called.
Oh, Steve Weatherford.
No, Steve Weatherford. That might be the guy that has to answer this, actually.
Yeah. Tell that guy to be careful because his organs will fail and attack him if he's not careful.
CrossFit did have that going for them a little bit.